How about John Marshall, Cape Henry? The rematch at Bishop Sullivan. Last year it was Cape Henry prevailing in overtime in the Virginia Preps Classic at Green Run. Do we see the same outcome?
Yeah, one of the great games of last season as Chris Clark with a bullet pass, an excellent pass, finding a teammate, Malcolm Weathers, for the easy basket.
And you see Marcus Evans, the guy going to Rice, finding the future Hokie of Virginia Tech. Chris Clark with the dunk. He's one of the best dunkers in all of Virginia.
Yeah, you can imagine Buzz Williams is salivating at the thought of having Clark on campus next year for the Hokies, as Cape Henry again getting into the paint, but a nice defensive play made by the Justices as they were going to fight for the loose ball. Both these teams going at it. You know there's still some hard feelings after last year's Instant Classic, and both teams are definitely going to need to be separated as fists are brought up, but nothing thrown, thankfully, for both teams.
Tensions flaring up, emotions running high. As you can tell, both teams want this one badly, like it is a championship-level game. Of course, Cape Henry winning a state title in the private school scene 2 years ago. John Marshall, the defending 3A champ, and it's Jeremy Carter Shepard finding Trey Patterson here. He gets defended closely by Clark, gives it back to Shepard, and he cans it from long range.
Cuts it to a three-point game later stages of the second quarter. And the Justices again going to work offensively as the three again hit by Carter Shepard. And it's tied at 25 as we tick down the final minute of the first half.
That guy in blue made over 100 three-pointers a season ago. And now the fast break game. Patterson finding Carter Shepard for two. John Marshall down by 6, now up by 4 going to the break. And Coach Ty White unhappy with some of the calls as he is telling the referees his feelings.
And no uncertain terms. Second half action now. It's 29-27. The Justices still leading by 2, but that's going to change as Weathers hits from long range and Cape Henry back on top as we anticipate a seesaw battle here in the second half.
Malcolm Weathers being the spark plug just that the Dolphins and Coach Mark Hall needed, hitting again from the outside to help out Clark and Evans in that offensive attack. 3-point advantage, and the ball's in the hands of Cape Henry. Give it back to Weathers. Let's see what he can create.
Yeah, it's raining threes for Weathers, but this time he's going to pass it off to an open teammate, and he'll get into the action as Isaiah James hits from long range, and all of a sudden Cape Henry threatening to blow this one out here in the third quarter.
Remember Isaiah James with 21 points against L.C. Bird just a couple weeks ago in the Virginia Preps Classic. Now it's Shepard to Nate Williams with the basket. The elbow J is good for the 6'8" stretch 4.
45-41 in the third quarter. Cape Henry with the 4-point advantage. The Justices trying to get back into it from long range. I think he shot that one from Suffolk as Carter Shepard hits from deep. And it's a 49-44 game here in the fourth quarter.
Looking like a young Chris Park out there with those 3-pointers he's nailing from long distances. Now Cape Henry going to say, we'll raise your three. Hit another one here. Andrew Langston from Marcus Evans. An 8-point advantage as Cape Henry starting to pull away slowly but surely.
See if John Marshall has one last run in him, and from long range again, it's Carter Shepard, 52-47. Both these teams may need to practice 3-point defense in the next practice as the Justices win in the half court, trying to run their offense, trying to find Carter Shepard, who again shoots from just about downtown Norfolk, hits again, but John Marshall is going to come up short in this one. Cape Henry takes it 63-50, running away there at the end with a 13-point victory over the Justices of John Marshall. Chris Clark named MVP, 15 points, 9 boards to pace the Dolphins. Jeremy Carter Shepard, 30 points, including 7 triples for John Marshall.